Hey bookies, I'm back with another episode, and this one is basically about how people receive you with a mental illness. And when you have a mental illness, they sometimes say that like it shows on your face, or when you tell them that, oh, I'm schizophrenic or I'm bipolar, they'll be like, oh, okay, well, you don't look like it. What you mean I don't look like it? I don't understand that question. And they looking at me like, what part you don't understand? I don't understand what you don't understand. What is happening right now? I'm so confused. But yes, people will literally look at you like, oh, well, you don't look sick. You look fine to me. And I hate stuff like that because people don't know what you go through eternally and mentally, physically, emotionally when it comes to dealing with mental illness. And being mentally aware and having awareness of teaching them or being knowledgeable of what that mental illness is and what it does. And then once you try to teach them, they're like, oh, okay, well, now you're a loose cannon. Now you're a liability. And it's like, no, I'm not a liability. I am who I am. I mean, I can't fix that. I can't fix that part of me. I wish I could, but I can't. And I'm managing it through medications, which I have to take for the rest of my life. And it stipulates me from a lot of things that adults should be able to do. I should be able to go out and party. I should be able to go to a bar and drink. I should be able to drive. But the medications that I'm on, I can't do neither of those. So it's like I can't live my life as a normal adult. And I wish that I could. But I can't. And I have to be able to cope with that. If my friends go out or whatever, or if, they want to go and have a drink or whatever, and if I took my medicine, I know that I can't drink on that. So now I'm just kind of, being like third wheel, so say. And, it's awkward. To me it is. It's awkward. Like, just watching someone else drink and you got a soda. I got a Coke or a Sprite. And you got your friend sitting across from you down in Fireball shots. Or, getting them a margarita and downing as much vodka as they can. Cool deal, bet. But, I do have really good friends that'll, look out for me. Like, hey, did you take your medicine tonight or whatever? This is that and third, so that way we can make you a little drinky drink. And I'm like, no, I didn't take my medicine. So, I'll drink. And my friends that I have, they're aware of my mental illness and they're aware of my disability to where they're cautious and they look out before they do anything. They always ask. So they do look out for me. So I do keep them in my corner very closely because I just love them so much. I do. But, yeah. Like I say, you never want to seem like the odd man out or like the third wheel, as you may have it, when it comes to having fun and doing adult things. But yeah, like I said, I can't control it, I can't help it, and these are medications that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, that I have to take for the rest of my life. And another part that I noticed too, with family members, it's when you tell them about you being sick or having a mental illness or whatever, they just kind of brush it off like, oh, you'll be fine. I'll pray for you. I'll check on you later. I'll let God handle it. And I'm like, what? Because I had a conversation with my brother a few days ago, and I haven't seen him since my grandmother's twin sister had passed away in September of 2023. And that was the last time that I saw him. That was the last time that I spoke to him. So, I hit him up on TikTok or whatever, and we were just talking and stuff, playing catch up. And I had told him about me being what I was diagnosed with or whatever. And he was just like, oh, well, keep your head up. I'm praying for you. Just keep hustling, man. Just keep grinding. You got this. And I'm reading these messages like, this motherfucker think I must be getting ready to go on the court to play basketball. Like, he giving me words of encouragement like I play NFL football. Nigga, I got a mental diagnosis. I got a mental illness, sir. I didn't tell you to give me a slap on the butt and tell me go my ass back out there and live life. Keep grinding. I'ma pray for you. You in the Lord's hands. I know the Lord watching me. He watch me every day. I know that. I know that. Trust me. Me and Lord is one with one, okay? Sometimes he might not answer my calls. Sometimes he might send me straight to voicemail. But he gonna answer eventually. But yeah, my brother took that shit as if I was going to play NFL football, like I was on the basketball team. Like, it's all right. Just get back out there, girl. You got this. It's all right. You gonna be good. But how do you know that? How do you know that I'm good, though? You haven't talked to me in years. And I text you. I started the conversation. I initiated it. That's the most awkwardest part. And he just kind of like, basically within the conversation, it was kind of like dismissive. I mean, not really dismissive, but it was kind of like, throw my hands up like, hey, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, but, they don't really have shit to do with me, kind of. I mean, that's how I perceived it as I took it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I still love my siblings regardless of their opinions and what they think. And, I mean, I know that my family members, they worry about me. And I know sometimes I could go off the handles with my mouthpiece because I know I am. And I know things that tick me off. I get ticked off easy. So I know whenever it's time for me to take my chill out meds and I go lay my behind down somewhere. But yeah. But other than that, yeah. As far as, like I said, people perceiving you differently when you have a mental illness is insane, because it's either one or two things. You either don't look sick, and which means you should be able to go to work and work a regular 9 to 5, or you just basically making the illness up for attention. And it's like, why would I make me being mentally ill for seeking attention? I never understood that. Who wants to sit up here and fake a diagnostics and lie and have to take medication for the rest of their life because they want attention, to be attention seeking? That makes no sense to me, and I never understood that. And I never understood why people even did it. And even when I was in therapy, they would tell me, like, the condition that you have is, a little bit more complex. So we don't really know how to work with that or whatever. So we just, kind of taking it, one session at a time. And like I said, before I knew it, I was in therapy for 3 years. But, yeah, and I had some awesome therapists, really, really good people. But yeah, and it was just like, usually, people come in here with anxiety or depression and, mostly just need therapy. Maybe some need medications, but with you being schizophrenic and bipolar, PTSD, yeah, you're a little bit more complex. So we gotta handle you with a little more, TLC. And, they know that I would just rip off the handles. Like, I could get a phone call during the middle of my session, and they'd be like, oh, okay, but you ain't got to go to work today. You can stay on. And then I'll be like, fuck. So, my whole mood done changed within that 1 minute. And now I don't want to talk no more. And now I'm mad. So they're like, okay, well, tell me how you feel now. And I'm like, well, since I got called off of work today and I can't go make no money, I hope that my supervisor slip and fall on razor blades. I hope she step on a tack when she get home. I hope when she go out to eat, she get food poisoning for the rest of the week. That's what I hope. Just because she called me out of work, and it was only a 2-minute conversation, maybe not even that, and that's how fast my mood changed. And it was always so funny because my therapist was just like, bro, you switch at the drop of a dime. Like, your mood swings be like from here to the earth, okay? From like here to the moon and then back. And then we gotta background you again. So that take another 10 to 15 minutes to get you back into a good headspace so we can continue our session. But yeah, I'm definitely a ball of fun. I'm definitely a ball of fun. Because, I can't control it. Yeah, I have medications that I take on a daily basis, morning and night. But, like I said, I can't control it. I can't control what falls out of my mouth. If I take stuff personally, which I do, and like I even told my mom, I was like, yeah, she was reading like the zodiac signs or whatever. And she was telling me about the Leos, because I'm a Leo. And she was like, yeah, Leos are, passionate, they take things personal, they're very, driven, and stuff like that, determined. And she was like, yeah, you do take stuff personal. I was like, I know, I really do take stuff personal. And she was like, but you gotta stop that. I was like, no. Because when I take things personal, it's because you provoked me or you done something to me for me to take it that personal and drag it straight to hell and not care. And I will look you dead in your soul and do it in your face and tell you exactly what I need to tell you and walk off. Because no, you're not about to play with me. Nobody's about to play with us like that. Like, no, we're not doing that. No. I'm not going to sit up here and let you say whatever or do whatever and thinking that there's no backlash, or I'm just going to sit up here and keep my mouth closed. No. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit back, and I'm not going to just take that. Yes, I'll take things personal, because in my opinion, I didn't hurt you like that. I didn't do that to you. I didn't do you dirty like that. So why would you do that to me? So of course I'm going to take it personal. And of course I'm going to drag it to hell. Because now I don't like you. I ought to call CPS because I don't like your kids either. I'm sick of them too. Like, yeah, I do. I take things personal. I do. Because like I said, I'm honest and I'm loyal. And I take loyalty and respect really, really serious when it comes to my friends and my friendships with the friends that I do have. I don't play that. Like, if you hurt my feelings, I'm going to let you know that you hurt my feelings. Yeah, I am. I'm going to let you know. And also I'm going to let you know that that's your first and last time doing it. Because next time, if I bop you upside your head, don't be surprised. Because, boo-boo, you had it coming. You definitely had it coming. We could tell for that. We could square it up. That's it. I love you. We could hug it out. But, we good at the end of the day. But don't do that shit again. But, yeah. This, I think this is why I'm actually a little thrown off. Because, baby, look, some of the stuff that be going through my mind and the stuff that I say out loud before I could even physically grab it with my hands, baby, look, it done already slipped out. It's already there. I don't even know what to say. Like my mama, she had a little friend or whatever. I guess he was intoxicated or whatever, and he was like, "Oh well, I'm gonna, unalive myself or whatever." So my mama come tell me or whatever what they were talking about and what he said and stuff like that. So I looked at my mom with a straight face and I was like, well, if he's gonna, unalive himself, then why he just don't do it? Like, what's taking so long? I was like, Mama, I can't stand people that do that. I say that literally burns my soul. That grinds my gears when people do that, bro. Don't sit up here and say you gonna unalive yourself. You gonna unalive yourself and then don't do it. Like, don't do that. Because now you wasting my time. Now you wasting my energy. Now I'm stressed out and I'm worried about you thinking that you're going to physically hurt yourself and you are no longer going to be here. Like, no. And then for you to wake up the next day and be like, oh yeah, I was just playing. I was just doing that for attention. I really wasn't going to hurt myself. I ought to sucker punch you in your throat just cause. I ought to punch you in the back of your head so hard you can forget your thoughts. That's how hard I want to punch you in the back of your head. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that, Jesus. Because I can't stand it when people do that. I don't know if my brain is just wired different, but don't sit up here and say that you're going to unalive yourself around me. Because I'm the type of person that's going to tell you to go do it. I am. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think nobody's as thrown off as me. But yeah, like I said on my podcast of Let's Talk About It, look, I talk about any and everything. Okay? Any and everything. And I got stories to tell for days, child. Days. But yeah, if y'all have any suggestions, any questions, leave any comments, and I will definitely get back to y'all. And y'all stay tuned for the next episode of Let's Talk About It. And have a good night, ladies.